chose it because it's one of my favorite things to say.
Yeah, it has an awesome name.
It's a German cheese called Bayerischer Blauschimmelkäse. Bayerischer Blauschimmelkäse.
Blauschimmelkäse.
Yeah, Blauschimmelkäse. Blau, blue. That's
Yeah.
the easiest thing to remember. So
I'm kind of blue cheese crazy. So.
right. So this is a cow. And we chose blue before the last cheese because the last cheese is actually really intense.
Yeah.
But there's also a lot of other subtlety in this blue.
Oh, this is a nice blue.
Mm-hmm.
It's very laid back.
Continue. What do you mean laid back?
Well, it's not like a super intense blue.
There's some spice. There is that blue.
Yeah.
Milk. This
No,
definitely
yeah,
has
it
the
has.
blue
I mean, it
veins.
has a
inside
little,
of it.
but it's not nearly as intense as it.
It's almost like buttermilk, though.
Yeah, that's
So-
exactly what it tastes like.
Yeah, so it's almost like a buttermilk ranch dressing
Yeah.
with a little
It
bit
is.
of
It's a
blue
little
spice
too.
into it.
It's almost a little too rich. For
Right,
me.
and it's a very old style blue.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of American companies now copying this style, so it's going to become very popular. There's a great one in Wisconsin called Otterkäse, which is almost spot on.
Well, it gets better the more you eat
So,
it.
yeah.
It's super rich.
And
Whoa!
It's long finish.
Yeah. It
It'll
is.
stay with you. You'll smell Caesar salad after this in your mouth.
For the rest of
The rest of your day, if we don't go to the
if
next
we don't
cheese.
have the white wash rind, yeah.
Right.
This is good. I mean, I don't. It's a little too. The butterfat thing is the butter taste is almost too intense for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just because I like the taste of butter, but it's almost so buttermilky. Yeah.
It's like they took 8
It's
pounds
like
of butter and just
it's like shoot. What do they typically put on? It's like the buttercream they use to make frosting on really bad cupcakes. It's like it's just that super intense buttercream taste.
yeah, but like,
like on white cake, like white sheet cake. That
yes,
at the grocery
which
store.
I hate frosting from.
That bad icing, the buttercream.
Right.
I mean, it's not. It's obviously 1,000 times better than that.
Well, let's say that was based on this and it's been bastardized.
Yeah.
But either way, this is a great winter time blue cheese. Just for simply eating it, it's not challenging you too much. It's actually just giving you all the flavors you expect from
It's
a blue
super
cheese.
intense. It's a really good date cheese, I think. Like if you
Yeah.
want to.
Yeah,
Not that the taste of blue cheese is something you want to have on
On
a
a
date,
date.
but it's like it's.
But it wouldn't
It's got
offend.
kind of that
It wouldn't
sensual,
offend.
super buttery taste.
And in fact, it's very velvety in texture. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Very silky,
yeah.
very velvety. It coats every single part of your mouth, and that's
Yeah.
also part of the lingering factor. Great to pair against, of course, red wines. But my favorite thing is stout beer. It's got if you get
That'd be awesome,
give a little
yeah.
caramel, give a little nuttiness. So hazelnuts, things like that, will just really envelop around it. So this would be a great Valentine's blue cheese. Believe it or not, really expensive. It's like
That's why we have little
$30 a
slices
pound.
of everything.
It's $30 a pound or more, but totally worth it. If you just get to experience it one time, that's definitely something you should try. And that's the other thing I need to talk about as we're tasting the next one is cheese. Real cheese, artisan cheese, is expensive, and there's a reason for that. And it's just the artistry, the time, the care, everything that goes into making it is so much more than an industrial plant, which in some cases industrial plants will do things to add more weight to their cheese that doesn't add any more flavor. In fact, it detracts from it, and they change up the entire makeup of the milk. They do more hand working with it instead of letting the cheese become what it's supposed to be. Artisans are shepherds. Even in the cheese making room, they have so much to do with how things get to a certain point, but from one point on, it's the cheese, the environment, the way that you set it, you're letting it grow. You're giving birth, basically, to something that is incredibly delicious.
Yeah.
So, and to do it well is a master
I can only imagine.
Something I completely envy.
Yeah.
So
Someday I'll try to make my own cheese. Okay, so this is
the stinkiest. Yes, this is
wash rind stinky cheese.
Yep. It smells from a mile away. You can smell it when you come into the house and it's opened up. It's been there if it's been open for an hour, you'll smell it all day. That's how intense it is.
Oh my God, it tastes like chocolate. It tastes like dark chocolate.
Very good.
That is so cool. It tastes exactly like dark chocolate.
With a little bit of salt.
It's like a salty.
Almost like sea salt.
Dark chocolate,
Yeah.
It doesn't taste like cheese, it tastes like chocolate.
Yeah. Very old Swiss style. So, cow milk. And we call it wash rind because of the application of salt water to the outside of a newly formed wheel. When a newly formed wheel into a round shape or a square or whatever shape you put it into, you start bathing it in salt. You invite the bacteria that you put into the culture mix at the beginning, and also the bacteria of the room, to grow and to change. as it grows and eats and changes, it actually changes the complexion of the cheese in the inside. So you could actually make 2 cheeses side by side, one of them with that bacteria in the washing and one of them without, in a different room, and they would become 2 completely different cheeses, but both from the same set because of what's been going on inside of it, the bacterial culture life.
Yeah, because the cheese is actually alive. Can we just go back to the fact that it tastes like chocolate? I mean, like, if you would have cut that and I had my eyes closed, I would have said that's chocolate.
Except that it smells really bad.
Yeah, it's like bad smelling chocolate. It's crazy tastes like chocolate. That's really strange.
Yeah. It has a lot to do with where the cows are grazing. The area that they come from is a very clean area in Switzerland. It's not all alpine and everybody up in the mountains. And a lot of it is actually, there's a valley.
Have you been there?
I have not been there yet. That's one of the places I've gotten close to, but not yet. I need to go there. So if you get to fly to Zurich, come down into the area where they make Appenzeller. It's actually a big valley that was cut by a glacier. So at one point in time, that was all underwater. And what's left behind is a very, very clean foundation, very clean
I've actually been
grass.
there because my family's last name is Schubach is a Swiss name.
Ah.
So it's, well, I'm a bastard. I have a lot of backgrounds in me. But we've been to that valley. I was too young to even try this. I would have been like, it's stinky cheese. No way.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
so.
And actually, you just said a good thing too. When you're kids, children will run away from that cheese and will not really eat it unless they're completely hungry and they have to eat something.
Yeah.
But as we get older, our palates change and also our cravings change. There's this funny little story that goes along with wash rinds that has to do with the monks. The Trappist monks in Belgium were said to have developed that cheese, a washed rind.
Okay.
Before that, there would have been a bloomy rinded cheese, which is like camembert or brie. So it would have had a white mold on the outside. It would have been perfect.
Yeah.
But every so often, a camembert that was made in Normandy, if it was sitting on a windowsill or sitting near an open window, the Atlantic breeze would blow across and it would deposit salt air onto and around the cheese. And if it's a soft cheese, there's a lot of moisture to it, there's a lot of life left in it. The salt water would activate itself and bacteria around it, just available, and start to grow. And it would create these these yellow and red streaks on the camembert.
Okay.
So understanding that process is what took them to the Trappist monks who really developed it. But one other thing, there's a flavor that it comes out of wash rind cheeses, like this one. Even though it's a chocolatey thing, there's a finish on it that's almost very savory.
Yeah, no,
It's almost reminiscent of meat. There's this savory quality, and in fact, that's what the monks continued to find, is that as they did more washing to it, the smell got really over powerful, but it really started to taste a little bit more like what they were craving, which they were vegetarian. So they developed off meat. They were craving it. They got it.
Note to self, vegetarians.
Yeah.
If you miss meat, try the wash rind cheese.
Try the wash rind cheese. You'll be completely satisfied. It satisfies the savory quality in your mouth that you can't really get from all cheeses.
Yeah, that's an amazing cheese.
So.
Okay, so we all at the end of every episode. This is probably going to be 4 episodes because you talked a lot, which is good. It's all great, but we always rank the cheeses. So
yeah.
Why don't you go through and rank the order that you like?
I think you should rank it first.
Really?
I don't want to.
I thought the chocolate tasting wash rind one was totally incredible. It's one of the most crazy tasting cheeses I've ever had in my entire life.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Would you have it every day?
No, but it's one you need to try in your lifetime.
Definitely.
It's really that cool. I really loved the sheep's milk one. This is a great kind of everyday eating cheese.
Definitely.
This is a picnic cheese.
Yep.
And I love my picnic cheeses. This was great too. I think so this one second, this one third, and then that was not my favorite blue. I mean, I liked it a lot, but I'm not a big fan of buttermilk. The buttermilk flavors in general. So it's super buttermilky.
And it's such an odd flavor to expect from a blue cheese. It's not something that you always get.
Yeah, it's weird.
So it's another one that at least to try.
Yeah.
So if you ever get to go to Formaggio in Cambridge, or even in the South End, taste it at least. Go and ask for a sample. Just to try it for the first time.
What about you? What do you?
For me, it's always Corso Vecchio. Corso Vecchio, absolute favorite. I could eat it all the time, every day. This is what I crave. So I would eat this every season, not just in the winter.
Cool.
Michael's, definitely second. Twig Farm, I absolutely love it. But again, like you said, picnic cheese. It has its place, and it's very lovely, but it's not something I would go to every day. Then it would be the blue for me. Mostly because I really have a craving for that, and also stout beer.
Yeah.
So, and then the wash rind. Not to say that the wash rind is my least favorite. It's actually, I mean, all cheese is my favorite. But that definitely, I would bring that out to astound the people who are tasting with me. Just to give them the experience. Because not everybody's going to choose that. I mean, many people, when they smell that, they run away from it. I mean, they're like, oh my God, that's going to taste awful. But you got to try it. And if you can't try it, if you choose not to, and you're with somebody who loves cheese, it's up to them to bring it to them to at least have them try it one time.
If that's something I